Hello, I'm Emily and I'm going to show you how to make a rainbow cake. We'll use a calculator method to make sure each colour layer is the same size. Start by weighing your empty mixing bowl. Write this number down and save it for later. Make any white or pale yellow cake batter, like vanilla or almond or angel food cake. Weigh the mixing bowl with the cake batter in. Take this weight and subtract the weight of the mixing bowl alone to get the weight of the batter. Choose how many layers of cake you want and divide the total weight by that number. This is the weight of each layer of your cake. Put a bowl on your scale and turn it on. Now it will only weigh anything added to the bowl. Weigh out each layer of cake this way. Within 2 or 3 grams is close enough. Add colour to the cake batter and mix it gently. If you overmix it, the cake will get tough. When you've mixed in your colours, line and grease your cake pans and pour in the cake batter. It sounds quicker and easier to add the colour to the cake batter in the cake pan, but don't do it that way because you'll mix the grease of the pan into the cake batter and then the cake will stick to the pan. Bake your layers and leave them to cool before building your cake. Build your cake and frust it. Check out my tutorial on how to build a cake for instructions on this part. Mix about 1 cup of sugar with a few drops of green gel food colour. A cup of sugar will be more than enough to cover most cakes. Keep adding gel colour bit by bit until you get the shade you want for the glitter. I like this green, it's a nice Irish green. Sift your sugar glitter to make sure there are no lumps. Gently press the green glitter into the frosting of your cake. Dust off any excess from the top and sides with your hands or a spatula or a frosting scraper. Use a pastry brush to dust off any glitter left on your cake board. I'm making a pot of gold to put on top of the cake. It's very simple, just roll a ball of black fondant for the pot, and then roll a little log of black fondant for the brim of the pot. Don't worry about the line where the fondant meets, we're going to cover it with gold coins in a few minutes. Now make the coins. Just roll out little balls of fondant and then press them down gently with your finger to make little discs. I'm going to paint them gold, but I don't want to do that on the pot because I'll probably get gold paint on the pot. So I'm making a disc of white fondant to stick my coins onto, and then I'll paint it all gold and let it dry and then stick it onto the pot. To make the gold paint, I'm using edible gold luster dust and a bit of clear alcohol. While the gold paint is drying, I'm going to make a rainbow. I'm just rolling out logs of each of the colours of the rainbow, trying to get them the same thickness as each other. I've added Tylose powder, or CMC, to make the fondant firmer so the rainbow will hold its shape. I'm using a little bit of water to make them stick together, and then rolling them out to make a flat rainbow. Curving it into an arc. And now I'm cutting the ends so it'll be sitting straight onto the cake, and I'm using a toothpick, which will let me secure the rainbow into the cake. Let the rainbow dry for about an hour on one side, and then flip it over so the other side will dry out. I'm using some water to stick the gold coins onto the pot, and arranging a few more coins over the join of the black fondant, like they're spilling out of the pot of gold. I'm sticking a toothpick into my pot of gold, and now I'll arrange it on my cake. Now the rainbow, with the irregular ends on this side so it looks like the colours are flowing out of the rainbow and into the pot of gold. There we go! From the outside, this cake looks like an Irish green cake with a pot of gold and a rainbow on top. But when you cut into the cake, it gets even better. There's a surprise inside. Beautifully even, brightly coloured rainbow layers of cake. Yum! Happy St. Patrick's Day! Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more cake tutorials every week.